session. I feel like this is going to be something people are going to want to talk about. Alright. So, you're not happy? No worries, we'll get there. Alright. First things first, let me make sure I let this be known. Thank you everyone for being here. I thought I'd play Star Ocean, but I totally forgot about this happening. So I'll probably save Star Ocean for another time. We'll just do a chill stream today. We'll chit chat about Guilty Gear. We'll keep it 100. All that good stuff. No, there's mad people here. They're like, oh shit, Kensou's back on Guilty Gear? Yeah, man. I've been dormant as fuck. Because I don't like Rev 2.1. I've said that 1,001 times. If you need an introduction to me, I was definitely one of the best Chipp players in the US. Now, with all that out of the way, let's move forward. Let's talk about the game. I know everyone has their reservations. I know people are unhappy. You want me to talk about it, I'm here to talk about it with you. But before you do, just at me with what you want to say, and I want to address it. Okay? I'm going to read the chat 100% anyway. I'm going to be saying things, but just lay it on me. My H-Town boys, I'm looking at you. Don't worry, I already know what y'all got to say. Now, here it is. So, let's go. Oh yeah, and then simplified combos and Oki. So, to me, it was clear as day. When I saw the first trailer, I knew the direction of the game immediately. The second trailer made it even more apparent. They don't want you... They don't want the crazy Oki situations no more. They don't want the L-Felts. They don't want the Millias. They don't want the fucked up Chipp shit. Like, you know, they've done so much for Guilty Gear that in this version, that they're trying to completely revamp the game so where the beginners can understand the game. Because I think they're trying to appeal very heavily to the beginners and the casuals. Because when you break it down, it seems to me like they're trying super hard to gain more than just the core audience. It's very apparent. It's not like it's unheard of. All these developers, they all do the same shit. They want their game to be picked up by people. They want people to learn the games. That's why the sprites are so fucking huge. That's why the camera's shifting. Everything is an intentional design choice so that you as a player, if you're new, you're gonna learn faster. So they want new people to learn quickly and get into the game so that they can continue playing, right? Because one thing to note about fighting games are a one-time fucking purchase. No one, it's not a SaaS, it's not a software as a service. You make a one-time deal, that's it. The only way they keep you hooked in is season passes, DLC, etc., etc. Once it's said and done, that's it. They want you to keep playing. They want you to keep learning, right? They're doing things intentionally so that you can take advantage of the micro situations, starting with counter hits, right? So, this is the changes that show they want this here to be esports. This game is definitely esports. This game is esports. Straight up. Wall breaks and corner pressure. Don't worry, I got you. No worries, we'll get on the stage transitions too. But I'm gonna stick to combos and Oki. Combos being simplified are not a problem. The no Oki situation makes sense. Ivy not making moves negative. Well, them taking that away is okay because of the way the new RC works on block. That's crazy. That's a big game changer. So moving forward, the emphasis on all of those things, making things shorter and sweeter, is for easier digestion. Counter hit is the name of this game. No question. Counter hit is the name of this game. I think Dust is fucked up, actually. I think Dust is actually fucked up. I think Dust is probably the most dangerous it's ever been. I think Dust is going to be way strong. And the reason why I say that is you're not the concern Octo had about it. Like, to me, you're looking at it from such a very... I just want y'all to listen, right? Dust not launching on normal hit is huge. But Dust giving you the same reward as you would get if you got the combo, which means corner carry, which means throwing them across the screen, that's kind of huge. And in the corner, it's going to be even more stupid because now they're next to you. So they're trying to balance out, they're trying super hard to balance out the risk reward for these tools. If you like, basically it takes characters who don't have a good overhead and it gives them something that's actually pretty cheap. It's actually kind of cheap. Like, counter hit giving you a launch, giving you an actual combo into a knockdown, that's already good in itself. But now you have the ability to just throw them across the screen. Yeah, on one front, if you think about it, right? I'm a Chipp player, so if I hit you with that shit, Chipp is fast enough to fucking catch up to you. It seems like all the characters, they recover pretty quickly from it. They're probably still punishable, but I'd imagine on a hit, since it causes that knockback, tumble animation, whatever, you should probably recover fast enough to do stuff. And even if you don't, you can still RC. People are still not factoring in, you can still probably go for overhead RC and maybe get a pickup. No one knows yet. It's still early. Like, it seems to me Dust is going to allow you to open up people a lot more than it did before. Having a quote-unquote universal overhead is already scary in itself. I agree. It doesn't look like there's that much advantage, but I think the design choice to take everything back to neutral is pretty apparent. And I think we just have to learn to deal with that. We may not agree with it, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't agree with it. But I'm looking at it from another standpoint, because in the corner, it's probably gonna be scary. It'll probably be way more scary than it is in the corner. In fact, it's like that in most games. Even with the universal overhead in most games mid-screen, you don't always get a combo. It normally requires you to have proper spacing and stuff like that. Who knows, maybe if you like meet it properly, you might get something. You might get better recovery, like who knows? It's, again, still early. I'm not... Some things have me wondering, but I'm just keeping an open mind. And this is kind of one of those things. So, moving forward. I guess to close it out on Oki, it just makes sense. Elfelt was fucking people up, Johnny was fucking people up. I will say though, I believe it threefold in my fucking bones. If Johnny's in this game, he's gonna be fucked up again. He doesn't need to use jabs and shorts outside of you being next to him. If he's in the game, miscancels and stuff like that's gonna just change his that's gonna change the landscape. He won't need that. He won't need the Gatlings. He doesn't need the Gatlings even now. They just help him. Whatever. Anyway, moving forward. There's still new moves. There's still moves that are not listed, or they're not in the game yet. So Chipp might end up having all his kit again. Who knows? But yes, I definitely think that this game is Western focused, like Chobis said. I think it still caters to the Japanese, but I think that even more so now than before, they're definitely pushing the esports side of this shit. It definitely shows. Also, in terms of Gatlings and links and stuff like that, I mean, Hey Hyun is another example of this, you know? It's not like Hey Hyun doesn't have, like... It's not like it's the first time they're doing this. They're just doing it across the board now. Hey Hyun had this shit. Slayer's been the prime example of this fucking type of gameplay. He's never had Gatlings outside of //. That's it. Like, he has, like, maybe other smaller chains, but, like, he's never really had, like, Gatlings. Hey Hyun's another character that doesn't truly have Gatlings outside of the / buttons. And you have to link them. So they've been low-key trying this mechanic, or this style of gameplay across the board. Well, not really across the board now. It's across the board now, but they've been trying it for a while now. Grand Blue, basically everyone is a human slayer. You know what I mean? So it's not unheard of. It's not like they haven't been doing this. So yeah, there's that. So let's see. I mean, we don't know if everything is gone though. Like for example, I think if I had to be honest, I think the only characters I think that are probably done are probably Sol and Kai. I think everyone else that they've listed so far is still unfinished. Like, I could be very well fucking wrong too, but I'm pretty. If I had to fucking put my bottom dollar on it, Sol and Kai are about done. So. Let me see. Moving forward, let me get some other questions that I missed. So wall break is their answer to corner Oki. I said it from the start. I knew that from the fucking start. They didn't. Everything in this game is make a decision, live with it. I can see that already. Not that other fighting games aren't like that already, right? But what I mean is, like, if you don't want to do the stage transition, you don't have to. It looks like stage transition is going to be max damage. Quote unquote, max damage. Let's say it is that, right? If it is, then that means you're not going to get corner Oki. You're just going to get your damage and you're going to be back to neutral. My guess is the opponent or the attacker to push the opponent for the stage transition is probably going to be at least +5 on hit. So, you do gain something. How much is the question? Is that really the thing? I don't know. I'm spitballing. More often than not in these situations, they tend to give the person who initiated it some kind of advantage. I don't see that situation being truly neutral. +5 is a lot in that case, but you're not right up on them. +5 is probably enough to let you like react to certain things and like kill them for doing it. So that's kind of how I see it. My guess is lower damage means better Oki, or like shortening your corner combo probably means Oki. So it's fine. The stage transitions, as I said, I'm just crossing my. Well, I'm not gonna cross my fingers. I'm just gonna assume for right now that might be just what it is. So that's what I got so far from everybody. Can you prevent the wall break and keep the corner? It seems that way. I think the stage transitions are fine. I think you should just have the option to do that or not. If the player has the option to stage transition or not, then it's fine. Notice that lightning status from Kai. Yeah. So in terms of the statuses, I feel like that's the answer to Oki now. Instead of you getting Oki, now you get to put a status element on your opponent. That's all I can think of. They're trying to take that shit from Persona. I don't know. So I don't think any of that will affect the netcode. I don't think anything in terms of stage transition is going to mess with the netcode at all. The game should be optimized for all that shit. Yeah, lightning debuff causes more risk to be built. So think of it this way: Kai is he's just gonna play for the risk build. I will say though, it's kind of scary knowing that this is the direction that they're going, because they're trying to make it a pure counter hit game. That's sort of scary in itself because, man, I don't know, man. It's kind of scary. I don't know. Like, I mean, you could turn a combo heavy character into a regular character, a regular combo character. So that's not an issue. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do like the game. I can appreciate the direction. I'm still skeptical. I'm just not sure. Like, my boy's in the game, like my fucking character's in the game, hey, yes, I'm cool with that. But at the same time, I am definitely concerned about how certain things are gonna work in the game. I think the most important thing to note now is that you have access to completely change the landscape of how you deal with fucking pressure. This game is gonna be reverse the game. Feels like this game is gonna be more focused on neutral and the interactions from it rather than getting the knockdown and running Oki. Of course. It's missing the metal motif. Oh, I agree as well. That was my biggest thing. I'm like, this shit is Guilty Gear, but it's like characters are Guilty Gear. The essence is not. Like, presentation-wise, from the HUD, does not scream Guilty Gear. It does not at all. Guilty Gear has gotten brighter and brighter over the years, specifically from AC to Xrd. And it's like, I get it, but I definitely would like it if, like, the game had. I feel like it is missing the metal motif. I do agree with that. But I would agree the UI is probably not done. But I think the menuing is. I think the way they show you the menu, the moves and stuff, I think that's done. I don't think the UI itself is done yet, though. So it's still early. Other shit. I think the way that it's kind of interesting to me because if you think about it, right? I feel like, and it's funny to me, right? I've always known this from Pachi. I know that they've always liked X Factor. And kind of like, really not X Factor like the mechanic, but the things that X Factor brings to the table. Like, what activation gives you. So I feel like having the RC on block, it is a free dead angle now. Like, the one thing I can, and that's why I say like, this game is gonna be pretty crazy. Because on block, if what they say is true now, and you can RC on block to open up things, then it doesn't matter if the instant block does not give you the frame advantage, or or to decrease frames, or make it more advantageous for you. In that case, it's a matter of learning how to utilize it against the special moves, or over commitments. You know, I feel like that changes things, and I can appreciate that part. I think that's where the game might get deep. But I could be wrong. So, I think that FD is only really going to be useful for dash breaking and to increase pushback on air unblockable or air blockables. Because you saw Potemkin's Heat Knuckle, if you block it normally, it gives some plus frames. So, and there's no major pushback. So I would imagine if you jumped into it and did that and FD'd it, you would get more pushback and try to change the situation. That could be a thing. Closed beta in spring. We need to try to get that shit. Yes, you can block Heat Knuckle. Heat Knuckle was always air blockable. You just had to FD it. If I recall right. It's been a minute. No, I think it's always been air unblockable. One of the games you could FD it. I forget. I might be wrong. There you go. You had to blitz it. I knew it was something you could do. It's been a minute. Who plays Potemkin, right? Anyway. Slighthead having armor is kind of... Nah. Honestly, Pot looks really good right now. Pot looks really good right now, actually. Honestly, of the characters who I think look weak right now, it's just me. Everyone else looks good. Pot, try to get me a code. I'm gonna try real hard to get one my damn self. You know me. I might be the only person saying that. The thing that people are not looking at counter hit sweep into bullshit. But who knows? I could be wrong. Like, it's a counter hit game, right? Pot getting counter hit 5H into fucking slide head into Hammerfall. What? He could always do that, right? But now it's like, counter! Oh shit, I better buffer that slide head. Boom! Alright, Hammerfall break. We in there, baby. Counter hit sweep. 2H heat knuckle. What the feezy? What? Are we not seeing this? Okay. Counter hit sweep, heat knuckle straight up. Okay, it knocks you away. One thing people don't know or kind of forget about Potemkin, it's still Potemkin, right? He can suck. But if everything goes back to neutral, he gets a life lead, he gets to sit on that life lead. So I don't know, man. But I'm not gonna say. I just think currently, from what I've seen, May could be better. She could not be. But right now, she's my choice for like the weaker character. Axel's options right now look really good. I'm speaking from an option standpoint. Hammerfall break didn't look as fast as Xrd. It doesn't. But that character can still be ass butter. But one thing's for certain, being able to react to counter hits now for that character seems pretty large. And then what they said earlier, freaking Hammerfall RC walk forward, that sounds cheap. All those hypotheticals for Potemkin don't sound good. So what I'm saying here is like that no one wants to fight grapplers. But bottom line is I think Potemkin seems pretty good currently. He could be shitty. So I don't know, we'll see. And then, if you think about it, I don't know if 6K was cancelable. So if 6K was cancelable still to Hammerfall, which I would imagine it is, then I could see some pretty neat stuff coming from that. Or other things, counter hit 6P anti-air and don't even bother with the, I don't know if it's cancelable or not, but if it is cancelable, counter hit 6P, like, the shit that's crazy here is the counter hit system is like screen transition. You know what that means? Oh, you got countered by 6P. I'm gonna hit 6P, start holding back. Counter. Well, is 6P cancelable with Potemkin? I don't fucking know. But if it is, counter hit 6P, fucking Hammerfall break, 2H heat knuckle, corner carry. I don't know, man. Suppose if they hit the corner off the screen, it breaks. That makes the transition automatically. Certain people are worried about air blocking without FD, meaning they catching up back. Yeah, catching up back is gonna be a problem. I do agree with that. I do agree with the air unblockables in that regard. I think. Well, I think that's why they're trying to push for that. I guess air throw would be your option. I think they're just trying to limit those options, but I do agree with you though. Chicken blocking is going to definitely be a problem. So all them up back monsters out there are going to be definitely holding up back. If the hit stop from counter is enough to get charged for moves, that'll be OD. I'm almost willing to bet that's going to be something. I say that because I've played this series for so fucking long, and a lot of the times the impossible becomes possible. Mad people be thinking, oh, you can't do that. Oh yeah, really? Okay, bet. Check it. I'll see you in like 2 weeks. and then learn to break the fucking system. So trust, there's crazy shit. There's gonna be crazy shit. But I do agree about the air-on blocks. In the regards to not being able to call it the chicken guard, that does suck. But there's gotta be something. I do think it might be a bit much if FD already gives you that. If FD gives you that and the pushback, I don't think it would be necessary to have both. I don't know. I really don't know. Definitely got me thinking about that though. I don't know, man. Really don't know at that point. Because if you got a frame trap to jump start up, yeah. The real question is, how do you deal with a free dead angle? Like, the fact that you have a dead angle that lets you do whatever you want, right? Silent, or anyone who watched the Japanese one, did they show that mechanic off? And if they did, can I get a link? I want to see that shit. Cause if that shit's that good, that means motherfuckers with uppercuts, you might have to call that out. Bait with jabs, I mean, that's not gonna be a problem. Wall break happens when you hit them while wall splatted. If you don't hit them, you don't get the wall splat and get regular Oki. Okay. RC, if you use RC in neutral and hit them, the slowdown will persist a little after the hit, allowing different offensive structure. RCing in the middle of block stun has replaced that angle. It pushes the opponent away and puts them in slowdown. Ah, okay. Because they didn't show that in the American stream. You can use the guard cancel RC in the air as well. If the RC's burst doesn't make contact with the opponent, for example, if you RC a move that hits far away, the opponent is not slowed down with the clock debuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. We in there. So I think I just looked at this. Yeah, I just looked at this. Thank you, sir. I could say for certain, I mean, it's Guilty Gear, man. I'm gonna play it, man. I think I'll take this right now over Rev 2.1 for now. Like I said, I still have my reservations. There's still things I'm concerned about. Like, characters not, like Chipp not having teleports is having me wonder what the fuck are they thinking. But if Alpha Blade is as free form as what I think it is, then that'd be great. You know, dude, alright. Like, seriously, just shut the fuck up. Please. Like, I just don't, I don't want to hear it. I love you to death, big dog. I love it with all the love in the world. Just shut up. Just for right now. All the love in the world. All the love in the world. Just right now, just... Please. Just please. Save it. Just save it for now. But yes, moving forward. Yeah, that's the thing. I need to know. So you have Alpha that goes. You got Alpha, Alpha Plus, and then I guess Alpha Plus up forward. But it looks like he can kind of zip and zoom with it. So I just need to know. I kind of want to just look at it again. Because I don't know exactly. They didn't really go over it that well here, in my opinion. So I'm wondering if they did it better. It's not unusual. Appreciate the donation, but yeah, just not feeling it right now. I'm actually just trying to chit chat. I understand that you're trying to push me, but hot doo-doo trash. There you go. Right. They definitely swung at each other. Can someone just untime him out, please? Mods, please. I see you, Secret. I don't know who's available that can do it, but please do. Thank you. Anyway. DP stream showed off way more. Fuck, man. I kind of figured. I just want to see how that move works. Like, I'm hoping it's Alpha a legit punish tool now. I mean, the thing is, Alpha's never really been that move, and I've always been against Alpha Blade Chipp since day one. That move is actually not good, but they're like, we're gonna make it good this game. We're gonna give you the ability to zip around, and this is your teleport. That's an attack now. If that's the case, then I don't mind it. I think the only problem is I think it makes Chipp predictable. That's my only beef. Like, of all the things I've seen for Chipp, Chipp seems fine. But if Alpha is his main source of, like, if that's supposed to be like his teleport, then I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I will definitely play the character regardless and find out. I'll figure out ways to make it work. That's not even a question. It's just, if he has his teleports in conjunction with that, he's complete. Because the new Gamma, I like it and I don't like it. I don't like the idea of him getting hit and hurting himself for using a clone. I think that's fucking stupid. I think that's of all the things I've seen, not having teleports, fine. Maybe it's just not in the game. But getting punished for using Gamma, that's fucking retarded. I'm not a fan. I think that shit's dumb. I totally think that shit's just dumb. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Let me move it over here. This other monitor. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't deserve to lose life for using Gamma like that. That's bullshit. Even I gotta say, that's just, I think it's bull. He does not deserve that. But before, okay, I'm seeing a lot more. See, so that's slash for Soul. Yo, oh my gosh, Soul's new 2H. I don't know how I feel about this. This new 2H is kinda, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. Alright, Chipp's 20 minutes in. Okay, I'll move into that in a second. But honestly, people will be more focused on hitting it rather than IDing over and botting Chipp players for it. I'm okay with both, but just don't let me take. I just don't want to take damage for it. It's probably just going to be an Oki tool, so that's fine. I'm already used to that. I just want to see if there's anything I've missed.
中級者から上級者の方はこのフォルトレスディフェンスというシステムを結構使うことになると思うんですが、始めたての方であったり、このゲーム、本シリーズから初めて触るよという方は、最初はこのシステム特に意識しなくていいから。
Double jump still in the game, from what I can tell.
例えばダッシュしてきて、でガードもお
That's what, close slash? Or that 5P?
これ今までのギルティギアシリーズは多分こういう動きしてる上級者の方結構いたと思うんですけど。
Because the thing is, all the core things are still there. Yeah, the American stream was not very good in my opinion. I'm gonna keep it 100.
トッププレイヤーには相変わらず重要なシステムという感じの位置づけとなっております。
That's also because they don't have enough time. So, it's to be expected. Where's the wrist gauge?
フォルトレスディフェンスをするとこうやって削りダメージを無効化することもできますよという感じですね。はい。じゃあ基本的なシステムそんなところにしまして、ちょっとそこから先、はい、こちらダウンですね。
Under the portrait?
今まで通りのダウン
Ah,
と
okay.
なっていますが、例えばこういうことやるとダウンしますね。はい。ただ
That's weird.
では、はい、そのままちょっと受け身を取る感じで体勢を立て直す。ですので、相手を地面に叩き落とす技であっても、基本的には地上の相手をそのまま吹っ飛ばすとダウンするんだけども、こういった打ち上げる技であったりそういったものをやると、いわゆる寝っぱなしのダウンではないという感じになっております。はい。
So there's no more air tagging. So that means you can't air tech. You can't tech trap with the air throw.
でこの辺は手動ではありません。自動です。結構格闘ゲームでですね、設置した時にボタンを押したり、方向機を操作すると受け身を取ったりってなるんですが、これは
What's this?
So it seems like when I was playing Chipp in the game. So
に関してはむしろ今までよりも圧倒的簡単。
See a combo.
言ってしまえば何でも入るみたいな感じで、何でも入ります画面端は。
So on the J side, I guess they're hearing people saying it's harder to combo now, but that's only
What the fuck? Why did you lose more than half your life?
more possibility. Exactly. And your character.
What the feezy?
The J side, I guess.
This man's so.
So on
も入ります画面端は。
So it's slash. What's that? Slash
何でも
slash?
入ります画面端は。
so on the J side, I guess they're hearing people saying it's harder to combo now, but that's only if you're playing mid-screen. If you get a guy at the edge, it's actually a lot. There's a lot more possibility. Exactly. And your character.
What the
こんな
fuck?
感じで。はい。
I mean, it's gonna change though.
はい、もう一度お願いします。
Okay,
はい、もう一度お願いします。
I want to see this real fast. I'm gonna spitball the fuck out of this, but I feel pretty strongly about this, so I kind of want to see this. No, it's neutral. It's neutral. Fuck. I don't think there's any advantages for the guy who made it. Basically, I was looking, basically, I was looking to see if the transitions give the attacker any kind of plus frames. It looks like situation neutral. You're right, I do not know that. But if I had to guess, I mean, the time it took in between for him to do anything, yeah, he ran after the fact. So if we watch it real time,
But that's only if you're playing mid-screen. If you get a guy at the edge, it's actually a lot. There's a lot more possibilities. Exactly. And you're caring about chip damage, right?
まあこんな感じで。はい。
if I had to guess, you probably can't move until the beat comes up. Yeah, you probably can't move until beat comes up. If I had to guess. I'm just spitballing it. I could be wrong. But you're right. You don't know if there's no confirming whether or not you're capable of doing that. But I feel like they would have definitely moved quicker. So could be right, could be wrong. I'm not sure. If you could cancel it, then that's cool. But right now it's looking like a neutral situation. I thought it would be at least +5. Because I mean that makes sense. +5 is probably that seems to be like the sweet spot number for most fighting games in those situations. Like, isn't Eunice when you correct me if I'm wrong, Dante, you can tell me, or anyone else that plays Eunice. The person who breaks the throw is +5 or 7 or some shit like that. On a Eunice throw break, it's +8. Okay. My bad. So somewhere in that, so more than I thought. But yeah. So I'm not seeing anything that even gives you +5. Those buffs like the one Soul has, how you get that? I don't know. How do you get that with Soul? It's a good ass question. We can rewatch it again. +8's definitely that's a definite plus number right there. Wall break gives you the buff.
圧倒的簡単に、まあ、もう言ってしまえば何でも入るみたいな感じで何でも入ります画面端は。
So on the J side, I guess they're hearing people saying it's harder to combo now, but that's only if you're playing mid-screen.
Yeah, you get the buff from the wall break.
There's a lot more possibilities.
But it looks like his damage is way higher from... Okay. So, I mean, things make sense now. So, things now in the game, they're objective based. Alright. With Soul, I need to get the wall break to get the damage buff. And with Kai, I need to smash you with one of these electrical moves. I'm pretty sure it's a specific move, but getting the specific conditions met to make the character better, that sounds interesting. Because if that's the case, then I could see it being an objective thing where it's like objective based. All right, if I get this now, so for example, we'll use the wall break, right? If I get the wall break, if I do 3 wall breaks, then now I get access to Grand Viper fucking Omega or some shit. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It helps you unlock your move list. But granted, of course, you'd be like, well, that's dumb. Why would I want to do that? Because I should already have the whole kit. It's kind of like a Susanoo thing, but not as extreme. But who knows? Throwing it out there. Why is Burst even in the game if the combos? It's a good question.
So on the J side,
So at that point, the burst is attached to your meter, right? So, I don't know. Yeah. Info dump. Alrighty, well. Yeah, I don't know. I thought there was a separate burst. I'll check out that whole meter dump in a bit. Thank you, Silent. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, it's separate. Yeah, it's above the character. It's above the character name.
それをどういった技から誘導するかっていうところをちょっと考えなきゃいけないなっていうところですね。特定の技から。はい。ただこの熱っ放しのですね。
はい。
じゃあちょっと食らってもらってこうやって。で、今までこういうダウンオイチってものがあったんですけど、こういうダウンオイチのルールも非常に多くあってまして、例えばダメージ別に普通に入る。すげえ。ものによっては。
So. I'm gonna just throw this out here. This scenario actually just made Chipp pretty good. This situation right here made Chipp better. Because now when he does OTG Oki, he doesn't have to think about, oh, are you gonna forward tech, back tech? So this is their answer to tech buttons. Thank God. Ugh. The answer to tech buttons is right here. Let them just do that shit. Just let them do that. I'm okay with this. This, I'm okay with. I'm totally okay with this. Having a force tech situation, I'm okay with this. This is fine. Only 2D knocks down. Other knockdowns lead to an auto back tech wake up. No air tech. OTGs after 2D do not have proration. Does a lot of damage. However, the knockback is big, so it seems you can't get a second hit in. That's fine. The auto tech, that, my friends, that's scary. That's actually scary. Once in the corner, which allows for a combo, the homing follow-up is only available on counter hit, but the single hit of the dust does a sizable amount of damage. I told y'all. Wall bounce sounds, I'm trying to tell you, man. Dust is gonna be, you're gonna get rewarded for getting your opponent to the wall. A lot Tekken. So, short combos were corner carry, and then fucking kill them in the corner. Don't worry about current damage, because current damage values are bullshit. But this right here is actually better than chip damage. I know this is gonna sound wild, and I know it's like, this is fucking stupid. But the fact that now you just get to knock someone down and you get an unprorated fucking hit for OTG, that's pretty fucking hit. That's actually big. Like, so basically if you get the knockdown, it's like, oh, I'm gonna just chip him out with this thing here. It's like, you don't gotta do that anymore. So if you knock them down, you get an unscaled hit. I'll take the unscaled hit over the fucking chip damage. And that's probably because my character sweep is fucking great. Nah, man, GG2020, you have to understand, Guilty Gear has always been about getting your corner and mid-screen stuff is just, that's natural in Guilty Gear. If you get someone in the corners, whatever. Wake up timing has been standardized across all characters. All the whiners who finally got their way. Oh, I gotta practice Oki on this character's wake up. It's so different. It's not fair. Okay. Been solved. Instant block does not decrease block stun, but gives meter. Yeah, because you have a 50% meter. Yeah, if you have a, it's because the on block, the new dead angle is. So basically, if you didn't have the meter, now you get the meter from the instant block. Pop that shit. Again, I haven't seen what that thing looks like. So, do they show any other system mechanics?
元々の弊社のゲームをプレイしている方からすると、相当、お、それ大丈夫かっていう風になるものだと思います。このゲームから空中の受け身を。
My man, thank you. This is what I'm talking about.
必殺技だったり一部の特殊な技はカウンターヒットとか相手演出が入って追撃ができることもあります。なんだろう。腕の
Oh.
腕のこともあります。なんだろう。腕のメカ
So it's not what I thought it was gonna be. Oh, hold on.
必殺技だったり一部の特殊な技はカウンターヒットとか相手演出が入って追撃が
Chipp doesn't have his burst available. It's not a burst. Chipp doesn't have his burst available.
必殺技だったり一部の特殊な技は
Burst is above there. See? Potemkin's X'd out. That's the burst up there. Doesn't have it.
カウンターヒットとか相手演出が入って追撃ができることもあります。なんだろう。腕のメカ
Chipp definitely looks slick. Yellow RC replaces dead angle. Are we for certain that that's the thing? I mean, all things considered, that's
悪数というところです。
ずっとね、
はい。
お手玉されちゃう。
じゃないのっていうところが
read the opponent right.
実際お手玉
A
できちゃうん
constructive
じゃないの
match.
どうなのっていうところはぜひぜひ皆さん実際に触って
なるほど。
いろんな連続技であったり攻め方っていうものを研究してできるシステム
おー、
というふうになっております。
うん
初期配置だと L1 ボタンがロマンキャンセルボタンとなっております。
ロマンキャンボタン。
例えばまあそうですね。
Look, man, he just been hitting the gym.
おー。若い。
あ、そうこういうやつです。
あー、
で、こちらのロマンキャンセルなんですが、ちょっと止まってください。
He just been hitting the gym, alright? Just let him make it.
はい。
このように体の周りに赤い輪っかが出ます。
出ましたね。
はい、この赤い輪っかが相手に当たると様々な効果、状況によって様々な効果を発揮する、
はい、
というシステムとなっております。
I'm playing Chipp regardless.
一番
That's
シンプルな今赤かったやつですね。
I just gotta do it.
ロマンキャンセルは当てると相手はこのようにふわーっという風に浮き上がってこの間に追撃ができる。
それがまあ人気になる。
はい。こういった感じになってこの間に追撃することができますよというシステム。
I'll take your word for it, sir. Alright. Info dump. Alright, story time. We about to read. We finna read. Hey man, play Jin. Play Jin. Anyway. Makes it a bit bigger. So, air dash and double jump still in the game. Tension gauge still the same. Air throws and ground throws have whiff animation. Throws are not one frame startup anymore and therefore lose to meaties. Yay! However, the startup is fast and is good for Abre. So, let's say throws are 3 frame. I'll guess what they're 3 frames. 1 button dash, 6 little dashes. Weaker normals like 2P, only Gatling into command normals. Oh shit! Then Chipp's fine. Never mind, people. We're good. We're good. So that means, if I had to guess, that means 2P, 6P combo. Maybe that's the route. I could be wrong though. Oh my god. I'm not worried about that nonsense. Anyway, let's see. I do like this. So 6Ps are command normals. So that's fine. Longer combos aren't present, but close slash 5H does a lot of damage. Hard combos are not necessary. That's to help bring in newer players. Block dash. Blocking mid dash is possible without FD? Whoa. That's actually sizable. That's actually sizable. Right, no, grounded normals are not. Grounded normals are air unblockable, are air blockable without FD. When you hit the opponent with straw boost to the corner, there's a wall break stage transition that places you slightly further than round start position. That's good so you can not be in this whole conundrum of mashing. Right now, sweeps are the only hard knockdowns. Other hard knockdowns lead to an auto back tech wake up, no air tech. OTGs after 2D do not have proration, does a lot of damage. However, the knockback is so big, it seems you can't get a second hit in. The angle attack is gone. Finishing blows, change voice lines, whatever. Dust attack is still an overhead, knocks back pretty far horizontally. Dust attack wall bounces, might be wall stick when in the corner, which is why I said Dust is going to be fucking a lot better in the corner than it is going to be mid-screen. So you can make all, so basically your mix-ups now are just on hit. Like you're hitting people and you're trying to mix them up there, and so many other things, whatever. Based on what I said, you can use Dust as a part of your mix-up game now, a lot more than before. Yeah, Dust startup is fast for all characters. Generally speaking, combos from overheads are not possible mid-screen. Some moves have a cinematic counter hit, which is why I said what I said earlier about counter hits. So I think it was Potemkin's 5H and his sweep, they had that. That's what had me thinking what I was thinking. Chip damage exists, but no chip kills. Why have chip kills? Why have chip kills when you have the unscaled OTG? You can't. I think having both would be cheap. I mean, it's essentially Grand Blue 2. I don't disagree with that statement. But it's Guilty Gear. No stun, no stagger, no blitz, no danger time. Wake up times are standardized. Stylish mode exists when risk gauge is above a certain amount. Attacks or force counter hit. FD prevents the risk gauge from going up. That's fine. That's kind of sort of how it was before anyway. Blocking in the air makes the risk gauge increase by a lot. That's a nerf to Chip. That's a hit to the speedsters actually. That's gonna be a blow to all the speedsters in the game. Risk gauge management is an important point in this game. Obviously, instant block does not decrease block stun, but it gives meter. I think they should take away the risk build off of it then at that stage. Corner combos are much more freeform than before. For example, combos from regular throw, 2D, horizontal dolphin, blah 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 blah. 3 hits to the corner, and the corner is wall splatted. Another hit after that causes the wall to break. Wall break transition. There's the Roman cancel. Uses 50% tension and still cancels your current action as it did in previous games. It has a circular effect. If done while the opponent is in hit stun, it will be red circle of effect. And has a hitbox. If the hitbox of the RC hits, it floats the opponent and slows him down. If done while the opponent is not in hit stun, it has blue circle effect. If the opponent is inside the effect, they slow down. Okay, when slowed down or hit by guard cancel RC, the opponent will have a clock effect on them. While the clock effect is on the opponent, slow down is active. Okay, where are we at? Still reading. There we go. Got the clock. Saying that slowdown persists, you have to move. Alright. Guard cancel RC exists. Arrow K. It blows the opponent far back and puts them in a special blowback state. The opponent can block while in this blowback state. Dead angle attack doesn't exist, so this is a simple replacement. You can do an RC without slowdown, and there's a lot of mischief you can do with the new RC system. So guard cancel RC. Only for RC on some characters to combo from now. Well, from what I can tell so far from reading this system is weird. There's some things I can appreciate, other things I'm like, what the hell are they thinking? So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Like, just judging, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'm not gonna be the one to be like, this isn't a shill fucking moment, so don't take it as such. But I definitely think that, you know, there's gonna be some room to do some things. How much is the real question? Okay. So
時間制限あるとすっげえ解説しづれ難しいは連続アタックをしなくても